Um, how did you deal with the loss of your mother? How did you handle that?
I cried when I was told. We were in the middle. We were finishing up a movie, The Corsican Brothers, and then no, actually no. What was that? Let me think. What was I doing? No, we were there on vacation, actually scouting. I was scouting the location, and then the word came in. She had been sick. She actually, she had TB when I was a baby, and so I never saw her. She was quarantined for 5 years, and
Oh,
then I got some kind of pleurisy, it's called, in my lung, and so I spent my early baby years in a hospital, and so I was really raised by beautiful nurses. Because I remember this too. I was a baby, but I remember the nurses would come to where I was, the ward I was, and they would pick me up and kind of carry me around. Oh, let me carry him for a while, and these gorgeous. I think that gave me a taste for redheads and big titties. Uh,
Well, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I guess. You need a reason.
well, well, my mom's in the sanitarium. My dad, again, he just got out of the war. He had some issues, but he wasn't like the typical father in that. In fact, my dad really was a gambler. He hung out in Chinatown with the other gamblers. But he took care of the family. He took care of his obligations. But when I had it, I was kind of cured in the hospital, and so my mom's in the hospital, and we had no place for the kids back in the day, and so we got put in an orphanage, like it was the Salvation Army home for kids, and so I went from the hospital right to the home. And so again, so I never had that parental mother love or anything. In fact, I got institutionalized
Oh,
first with the hospital and then with the home, with the orphanage.
yeah.
And I was in that orphanage until, for a year or two. Uh, and then my mom's getting out of the hospital, and my dad bought a little cabin or a bungalow. I don't know what you call it, but they're like out with outdoor plumbing.
Oh,
One of the outhouses, two
yeah.
bedrooms, outdoor plumbing, water. You got to go down uh, about a half a mile to the pump to pump the water,
Very style.
and yeah, and so as a kid, it's like working out, weightlifting. You got to carry wood in the house and the
Mhm.
water, and my brother became really well built, for his age and that, and because we were mixed kids, we got racist, all the racism. It was open season back then. If you were Chinese and you couldn't defend yourself, then you suffered a lot. You got bullied a lot.
Rico.
Podcast.
Bring your friends.